Hey everyone, and welcome to Gilded Reviews. Today I wanted to test out a new video format while doing a quick first look at Maneater. Now, Maneater just released through Microsoft and Epic Game Stores here on PC, and I couldn't be more excited for this game. For those that don't know, in Maneater you are a shark and you have the freedom to do pretty much anything you think a shark could do. Unfortunately, you are a shark, and that really limits your overall options, making the game feel repetitive. Overall though, I have enjoyed my first 7 hours in Maneater, and I can't wait to get back in to see what else I can unlock. Let's go ahead and talk about a few of the things I noticed while playing through the beginning of this game. The graphics are better than I expected. Some of the underwater areas are honestly beautiful. On the other hand, a lot of the character models look a little rough. This is compounded by the sometimes jagged animations and glitchy weapon additions. The real shining star for this category is the audio. More specifically, the voice acting. It's top-notch. I mean, Chris Parnell is the narrator, so that should give you some indication of the quality here.
The artist spent 16 years building this sculpture out of trash pulled from the lake, only to have it thrown back in the lake by intoxicated locals.
The setting and story are pretty much what you see in the trailer. You're a bull shark whose mother was killed by the evil Scaly Pete. Scaly Pete is the top shark hunter, and the cutscenes and story will mostly involve him. The areas you explore range from toxic waste dumps to high society living on oceanfront property. Since the game is open world, it can all be a bit sporadic, and you can explore for large amounts of time before moving into the next part of the story. Basically, it's kind of a side note, and overall it's not very important. You are here to kill and evolve. However, the story as a whole is surprisingly entertaining. I have thoroughly enjoyed the cutscenes and characters. Overall, I wish there was more story to explore. The quest system can be summed up in one word: grindy. It's really unfortunate, honestly, and this is where things get repetitive. You are a shark, and there is not much you can do other than eat and smash things. To that end, the majority, if not all of the game, is made up of moving from one point to the next, trying to collect, kill, or destroy whatever the side of the screen tells you to. This aspect of Maneater is easily the biggest drawback. Not only does it make the game repetitive, but it's also extremely unengaging. Again, you are a shark, so it's still fun. I was just hoping for a bit more variety. The combat and gameplay mechanics are going to be what makes or breaks this game, and so far I'm rather underwhelmed. Don't get me wrong, it is a tremendous amount of fun jumping out of the water and grabbing someone off their yacht or taking out a boat full of shark hunters, but it is repetitive. There is not a lot of strategy and zero stealth. Essentially, you just charge in and out, grabbing one person at a time till everyone is dead. The game does give you a tail whip that allows you to stun enemies. It also has the ability to fling enemies you have in your mouth. You get a nice little aiming reticle and time slows down. This is easily one of the better features available for combat. The repetitiveness doesn't ruin the game or anything, and it's still fun. I just wish there was more. The real issue I have here is with the camera system. There doesn't seem to be any hard lock on. I've looked. So I am spending most of my time fighting the camera. When I do get killed, it's either from me just messing around or because of the camera. You can quick snap to a target by hitting the lock-on button, but you have to try and follow it with the camera from a perspective very close to your shark. If they would let me zoom out or give me a real lock-on system, this would not be an issue at all. With all of that being said, I am still in love with this game and can't wait to get back in and play. There is something about being a shark that is a tremendous amount of fun, even if there isn't much depth to it. The skills and leveling systems are easily my favorite category for any game, and Maneater is no different. The basic leveling system is from experience. You get experience when you kill things and when you complete missions. This will increase your shark's size and base stats. The other leveling system involves unlocking new upgrades, or evolutions I believe they're called. I have only found a few so far, and I got them through what were essentially quest rewards. Once unlocked, you can further upgrade the new evolutions with the mats you picked up killing other creatures and completing missions. There isn't a lot of depth here, which is rather unfortunate, at least from what I have seen so far. This doesn't make it bad, it just doesn't scratch that itch for customization I was hoping for. For now, it looks like there might be 3 or 4 different evolution sets. That's 3 or 4 entire sets with all their own pieces. There is also a decent selection of passive buffs that you can equip up to 3 of. This system is what is keeping me interested in this game. I am not blown away by it, but it is giving me something to work towards, and seeing how strong something like a poison shark would be will keep me grinding away for hours. We will see how this all pans out, and I will be focusing heavily on this for my full review once I unlock the rest of the sets and explored the entire game. Alright everyone, that pretty much concludes this video, but before we close out, I have a few more things I want to run through really fast. First, I have only encountered one real bug where an enemy stuck in a wall was still able to hit me. The target audience is really going to be anyone that wants to be a shark for a bit. There's fun to be had for almost everyone, but this is mostly about experiencing the deadly force of a shark in an arcade format. As for playtime, I would expect to get around 13 to 15 hours out of this game. Probably less, but maybe more, depending on how much you want to unlock and grind. And lastly, at this point, despite the fun I have had, I would probably not spend the full $40 on this game. The issue isn't the lack of fun, but more the repetitive mechanics. There is just not a lot of variety, at least for the first 7 or so hours. With all of that being said, I can't wait to jump in and see what other upgrades I can unlock. This one is really going to be up to your personal preference. If being a shark in a game is something you have always wanted to do, then the $40 is easily worth it. If it is something that you could care less about, then playing Infamous, Prototype, or Saints Row will probably hold you over just fine, at least until Maneater goes on sale. If waiting is something you are not interested in, and you would like to save just a little bit of money while supporting this channel, use that Green Man Gaming link down in the description. If you use that link without an ad blocker to purchase this game or really any game from GMG, I get a small portion of the proceeds, which gets rolled right back into my channel. I picked this game up through them for 20% off and received the key as soon as the game released. As a little warning, the return policy is a bit iffy, and you may not be able to return this game if it doesn't run or you don't like it. So only pick it up through GMG if you know it'll run and you are going to want to keep it. Thanks for watching and staying till the end. I hope you enjoyed this new format, and I will be looking to expand on it, potentially moving it to a more in-depth style of video, and trying out a live approach for my first looks. Anyhow, I thought this type of format would help speed up my process and allow me to organize info in an easily searchable manner. Be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments, and as always, if you like the video, throw me a thumbs up, check out some of my other content, or consider subscribing. It really helps me out.